you go to church or what your status is in terms of your beliefs, but I am here today to share with you guys what I believe in, and I want to tell you a story to kind of emphasize why it is important to share this with you. This is small, this is a short story. There was an owner, a barbershop owner, and one day a Buddhist monk comes to get a haircut. Now, once you hear a story about a barbershop and a Buddhist monk, you know it's not real, right? It's just a fake story, it's a real story. So anyway, he gets his hair done, and he goes to the counter to try to pay, and the owner was like, I got you. You don't have to pay. As a good deed, I'm just, it's a service that I did for you, you can just go. The following day, the owner comes to the shop, and he sees like a small gift in front of the store. And a couple of days goes by, a rabbi comes to the shop, and same thing, he gets a haircut, and he goes to the counter and tries to pay, and the owner again says, you know what, I respect what you do, this will be my good deed, you could just go. And the following day, the owner comes to the store and sees another basket of gifts in front of the store. A couple of days goes by, a pastor comes and comes and gets a haircut, and he stands at the counter, and again the owner's like, you know what, I got you, you don't have to pay anything, you can just go. And the following day, as he comes back to opens his store, there's like a huge line of people. And he's like, wow, I'm gonna have a good day today. All these people ended up being pastors. Now, my point is that pastors or Christians are not cheap. When you have good news, you want to share it, right? So to me, knowing and having Jesus in my life, gives me joy and peace, knowing there's an eternal home that is greater than any paradise on earth, right? It dictates how I deal with any difficulties that I have as a human being, living in this imperfect world that is sometimes harsh and sometimes brutal. Now, imagine two people, and one of them has a winning lotto ticket, right? And there's another person, he also has a winning lotto ticket, but he doesn't know he has it. Now, the first person, even though he has the lotto ticket, he's not able to cash it for the next 40 years. But even though he can't cash it out, his life, specifically his thinking and his mannerism will be like a millionaire. He knows what he has, he knows what he's going to get, so he's going to have joy and peace in his heart. The other person, because he doesn't know that he has the winning lotto ticket, he's not going to know that joy, nor is he going to actually enjoy the actual prize. So the first person that I spoke about is how I feel every day. I mean, I know heaven is something that I can't physically feel right now, but I experience heaven in little bits, little pieces in my daily life, knowing it's guaranteed. Now, I don't want to sound like hypocritical or, I'm always happy. I mean, there are times where I go through difficult moments, right? But during those difficult times, I'm able to find joy and peace in my life, knowing the ultimate reward that is waiting for me. And this joy and peace doesn't come from me being a perfect person, nor does it come from me doing good deeds. It comes simply from believing in Jesus. So this great gift of God through Jesus is for everybody, but you have to grab it. And this invitation is open to anybody, and there's no expiration date on it, but you have to grab it. Now, if I could kind of compare this invitation, imagine like an NBA Final Game 7, right? Michael Jordan comes to you and says, you know what? I don't need you to win this game, but I want you on this team because I love you, and I want you to be part of this celebration. No matter how many turnovers you have, whether you're sitting on the bench or if you shoot 0 for 10, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna win this, and I want you to enjoy winning this championship. Would any one of you not accept that invitation? No, right? I mean, it's Michael Jordan. Just to get online, just to take a picture, you get online, right? But we have someone who's greater than Michael Jordan. We have someone who's all powerful, who wants to give you something greater than that. And it's your, like I said, I don't know where you guys are at, but it's your, job, or it's your, if you want something that's greater, and it's up to you to grab it. It's up to you to grab it. Now, some people might say, if it's such a great thing, why don't God just make us believe in Him? You know what? God created humans to have a deep, meaningful, fully loving relationship. And this happens when we have free will. I don't know if you have any kids, but as a parent, kids are the most loving, beautiful kids when they do the things they're supposed to do on their own accord, right? When you force something on them and they do it versus them doing it on their own is totally different. God doesn't want your forced love and adoration. He wants your real, pure love that comes from within. And when you have that deep, meaningful, loving relationship, then you can have unity with God through Jesus and be able to live like that billionaire that I talked to, that I spoke about in terms of the lotto. So, some of you, every one of us is dealing with difficult situations in our lives. I don't know how you guys handle it. Sometimes we're able to overcome it with what we have, but there are a lot of times where we can't. So, if I could, compare it to basketball, let's say you're doing like a crossover on a defender, and he's able to defend it, and you keep on doing the same move, and he's able to defend it again. But there are times where you have to do something different. So maybe you should, I don't know where you guys are at, but maybe you should, instead of, if you're facing difficult situations, maybe it's time for you to try something different and give God a chance to work miracles in your life.
Where's the shot clock?
No, no, no.
Kevin.
Take it like this. The rest of you flagrant.
I do not care.
Yep. Oh, you mean the guy that gets when did it start? My brother's anyway, good reading. Messing with Brian texts me all the time. Hey, play. I told there's nothing to do with Brian's place. Oh! Other than watching.
Shoot that cup, man. Finish with the cup? I think they do fly.
Jesus Christ.
No threes.
Hey, Red. The mental game.